Four men have been gunned down in a mass shooting this morning at Overcome Heights informal settlement. That's in Muizenberg in Cape Town. Police say the victims are between the ages of 20 and 37 years. Their bodies were found on the side of the road. The circumstances surrounding their deaths are still under police investigation. Watching developments for us in Muizenberg is Mariska Botha, who joins us now live. And Mariska, I can see some onlookers still staying put there to try also piece together what might have happened.
Yes, a very good morning to you. We also just arrived a very short while ago, and we are standing behind the police tape, which prevents us from moving any further. I'm going to ask my colleague Josh Sharrock to slowly just pan for you to the scene. There's actually 3 separate scenes where the 4 men's bodies were found, and the scene is very much still active with police investigating. The anti-gang unit is in charge of the investigations right now here as we speak. We understand the community behind me told me just a few moments ago, before we went live, a family member of one of those that died in the shooting just walked past us. So yeah, 4 more people killed in a mass shooting in the Western Cape. They aged between 20 and 37. And my colleagues and I tried to tally. In the last 2 months, at least 20 people have been gunned down in mass shooting incidents of this nature. A short few weeks ago, we were in Gugulethu, where at a very gruesome scene where 7 people were gunned down, and there we spoke to the Western Cape SABC Provincial Police Commissioner, Thembisile Patekile, and we asked him what is it related to, do they know? And he said there are 3 main issues that are usually in play in mass shootings of this nature. It's either related to gang violence, taxi violence, or extortion. Now, I'm not saying by any means that any of those 3 possibilities are at play here, but as General Patekile said, those are the 3 issues that are usually in play. As you can see there, the crime scene manager is walking between the different scenes, the 3 different scenes where the bodies were found, directing people as to where to go, where to take photographs. We saw a mortuary van a little bit earlier, and the community is still in shock here. Nobody is willing to speak to us right now. At most of these scenes, people are scared. They fear for their lives if they are willing to go on camera and speak about incidents of this nature. So the scene is very much still active. We are on the scene, onlooking as you are right now, just seeing what the police are busy doing. They cordoned off quite a large area as they have to comb through 3 different, it's an informal settlement, so there's 3 structures where the bodies were found. So there's still much work that lies ahead here for them. The anti-gang unit, there's a lot of work that still lies ahead for them at this moment.
Yeah, fair enough. I heard you say a mortuary van arrived there earlier, Mariska, but what's your sense about whether or not the bodies have now been taken away from the scene?
Well, we saw the mortuary van. It's parked on the side there, so I cannot confirm for you at this stage if the bodies have indeed been removed. Usually what happens at a scene like this, they will bring a large sheet out to block anybody's view when a body is removed, and that will also only happen once forensic investigations are done, once all the photographs have been taken, once all evidence that needs to be collected on the scene while the bodies are present is collected, and only then will the bodies be moved. So for now, the mortuary van is parked to the side, and as I said, if the bodies are being removed, there will be a sheet, and then they will continue with the process of removing the bodies within a bag in the mortuary van to be taken to the mortuary where the necessary processes will then take place. So at this stage, I cannot confirm whether any bodies have been removed yet, but the mortuary van is here.
No, fair enough. As you've also alluded, this is just far too commonplace, isn't it? Help us place, just I suppose for viewers watching elsewhere around the country, Mariska, what kind of community Muizenberg is, and perhaps the socio-economic circumstances under which something like this would have taken place. Well, that's very difficult to even guess
what would have led to something like this. But this is a poverty-stricken area. People struggle. As for most people in the country right now, the economic situation is absolutely dire. My colleague Josh Sharrock will pan to the left for you very slowly so you can see one of the areas where a body was discovered. These are shacks. So living conditions here are very, very difficult, and many people rely on grants to make a living. Many people do what they can, do what they must to survive. So it's definitely a very poor community and an area in which the shooting took place. So it's very difficult, and it's quite dangerous to try and guess what would have led to a shooting like this, and if the socioeconomic conditions does have anything to do with it. I'm not saying it doesn't. It very well might, but the people here truly are living on hard times.
All right, Mariska Botha, fair enough. Thanks for painting the picture for us. Mariska is reporting live from the Overcome Heights informal settlements. It's in Muizenberg, where the bodies of 4 men were found earlier this morning. It's still very much an active crime scene, with onlookers, I suppose, also eager to figure out what might have happened, and I suppose equally important, why. Mariska, for now, thanks very much indeed.